but at least I didn't paint it. This is going to have to dry up before I start painting, but I'm not going to do much more. Maybe I will use the angle grinder on some spots. These are not that nice. I'll probably grind those before I start painting, but next step is paint. And most importantly, I will paint the inside of this beam on both sides and the beam in the middle where the wood is going to lie. And yeah, I will try to paint the rest as well, but I'm not sure how nice it will end up. Probably one color, probably black or gray. I don't know. Let's see what amount of paint I have. So what's left? I need to buy some more chain, and I think I'll just wrap the chain around this one, something like that, and pretty much this is the principle. It won't go anywhere. You have an overlength piece, you do a loop. So paint, wood, chains, mounting the lamps, and the last step when I get this out of here connected on the tractor, I will weld the feet supports to these ramps. All the options. You can hook something in the stake holder, you can use the D-ring, and you can use these. And if there's anybody out there who knows what these are actually for, please leave a comment, because these are sturdy. I think we have some black and some gray, and I think we're going to mix these. That's half. And that's half as well. I think this will work out great. So this is an oil-based color, one of the last ones available, and it tends to, if left, it tends to develop a skin, but it's usually possible to remove. Like that. So let's put gray in black and make darker gray. So now it's just a matter of start painting. Paint, paint, paint. So the weapons of choice is a foam roller and a quite large brush. And that's pretty much all I had. Maybe I have some teeny weeny brush, but I don't think so. Oh, I'm going to speed paint this. Enjoy. this has been standing here now for I think 4 days, 4 days and 4 nights, and I've had the heat on in the workshop, so the paint is really dry now. I painted it with quite a thick layer. I didn't want to do a second coat, so I think this is very good. And so now the next step is to start with the wood and the lights. And as soon as the wood is on and the lights are on, I think we will get it out and test it behind the tractor. And $195, so 194. It's raining heavily outside, so then let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 more. Woo! These are a couple of millimeters higher than the steel beams. Great! This has a radius in here, so we can put the board down. So this is, I think, 8 centimeters. So I milled out this, so we will have the same radius here. And I also went in on the sides, because then I think if water will get down here, so this is the bottom side, water will get down here, and if we do this on every piece, we will have kind of like a drainage for the water, I think. I don't know, but it's not, since I'm doing this, doing 10 centimeters on each side isn't that much job. So let's test this. I think that's much better. I don't know how meticulous I'm going to be with these boards. I would like to finish this project and go on with something else, but hey, I still think this is a good thing to do. I don't think it will hurt. So 1 down, 19 to go. Next step, we're going to treat these ends with some tar and some turpentine. And I'm just going to do the ends and maybe the top when this is mounted. But for now the ends, because looking at how the old trailer was the ends connected to the steel beams that was in really bad shape. So these are going to be down facing, but this is not possible to do once it's mounted, so I'm going to do something about that now. So we have 22 long pieces and 6 of these short ones. So that's 28 times 2 ends that we're going to put some glue on. Okay, so this is actually a product. You can make it yourself, but it's 3 parts: wooden tar, linseed oil, and turpentine. 1/3 of each. So I had this ready. I have more of it, so I will use that now. Now these are going to dry, and I'm going to take care of some other stuff. And hopefully by the time I get to these again, this is the only thing left. If I had, I'm thinking about buying double the size of this and drill a hole, and it would be much nice. It would be a much cleaner installation. So this got a bit tight, and I'm going to try to adjust that by bending it slightly out. Now, that's much better. I think we put it. So I bought these, and I don't know what's left and right, but worst case I have to swap these. Assume that this one is left hand side. We can mount it like that. Or no. I'm going to mount this here. But what? Oh! Here I am trying to mount M6 when it's M5. Yeah. Quite much easier with the correct size, I hope. I don't think that will go very far. This might be just perfect. On some drill bits on sale, and since I'm going to do a lot of 16mm holes for these bolts, I bought pretty much all that was on that sales table. So I bought two 16, one 18, two 18s, a 12, I don't know why really, but it ended up in my cart. A 15.5, I don't know if, yeah, I thought maybe this could be useful, and a core drill bit, 16mm. So hopefully we have enough stuff to make the holes we need. Now I can go on mounting all the ones that doesn't need any trim. But unfortunately the holes on this side compared to the holes on that side are slightly tapered, and they do not they're not 16 millimeters. So I need to go over my drill bit assortment and see if I can find anything we can use to get those holes up to 16 millimeters. Here's the 15.5 drill I took off the sales table. Didn't really know what to do with it, but we will try with that because I don't have anything else that will fit this kind of attachment. I only have the tapered Morse drills and no really good way. I don't want to cut one of those down. We will try with this, see what happens. Not good enough. Yeah, might work. Yeah, not the best way to go about. That was the weapon of choice. Now all the holes are up to size, so let's start mounting. Okay, 1. I messed up. I have one board. I'm one board short. So I decided that I'm not going to put anything here. There's not enough space to fit 2 whole widths, so this needs to be some kind of special sawn piece anyway. And I'm thinking that I have still some angle iron left, the same dimension that I used up front, so maybe I will put in that like this. That means that the last piece will be this one, and it will be here. With a little bit of spacing. And that's also good because I didn't really like the idea of having wood lying on this. Water and dirt, and yeah, that's why I stained this on the whole bottom side. So I'm going to put it here. I'm not going to put anything here right now. Maybe I will weld an angle iron like this later on, but yeah. So now it's fastening this one, splitting that one, and the 3 short ones at the top, and then the wood bed, I would say the wood bed is finished. Yep. about 2 centimeters too short, so I thought it was good to use that here. I cut away like 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters on this one, and anyway, I should have ordered these half an inch, 1.5 centimeters less wide. Then I could have had these kind of gaps in between all of them. But now some of them, there's gaps in between most of them, but not all of them. But yeah, I think still this will work for many years. Since this one is a bit short here and it's kind of a special board anyways, and main reason I'm out at M16 nuts, so I'm going to fit this with the M10s. It will be strong enough anyway, without a problem. So we need more there. And that one. Yep. Okay. I think the hole is here. It wasn't. Oh, there's a hole. Woohoo! That was the last screw to tighten. Now all the borders are in, and this needs to get attached somehow. So the cable is going to come up here, and I made a groove and a kind of a channel here for the cable to be in. I'm going to put that in now and then finish up underneath here, and then we are going to take this trailer out. Alright, we're pretty much finished. The only thing that's left is to weld on the supports here, but maybe I'll do that now anyway. I had an idea that I would take this trailer outside and hook it up to the tractor and then start measuring, but I'm thinking now that maybe I just put a level on here and have it all have it plumbed and then make those supports. Anyway, if we disregard the supports, we have the lamps, we have the slow moving vehicle sign, and I think that's one of the few traffic signs that's pretty much universal. I don't know what it means in other parts of the world, but here it means, this sign means 30 kilometers an hour. No more, no less. Yeah, less is okay. I have these kind of lights with magnets and I use them for different trailers. So this install is like those kind of magnet lights without magnets, and I just attached the wire. I just did the wiring as simple as I could. I will probably have to redo the wiring, but also when I redo the wiring I want to put in some junction boxes so I can have some side markers and other stuff. So this isn't the best solution, I'm fully aware of that. So the wood is on. It's not completely the same level everywhere, but I don't think that's such a bad thing, because that means that when you're actually loading stuff like the excavator, you will have increased pressure on some boards, and that will actually only make the friction better. So some 38. the fabrication of these supports isn't maybe what I'm most proud of this build. I should have done this earlier, so I could have painted them. Yeah, this was just stupid to leave it. Yeah, but I have no more time for this project. I'm going to take this outside now, and I'm going to stain this wood, and then this is it's going to be for a while. I need to move on to other stuff, but I think this will be a really nice trailer for the excavator and for moving other stuff. I also ordered some chains for strapping stuff, so I hope they arrive this week. Let's take this outside and stain it. It's stained. Finished, at least for this time. I would like to add some fenders and maybe some side lights, and the thing I will do, and it will probably be one of the first modifications I do, is to get rid of this one. I'm going to order a swivel hitch and replace that one, but that will be later. This works for now. I hope. I will test it. Let's try to load this. I have been quite successful, I think, with the supports here. They're touching the ground precisely now, so it's going to be interesting to see how these ramps hold up when I try to load this. Okay, so should have checked the tire pressure. That doesn't look that good. And when I got off the supports, of course I have the weight all wrong. So I'm going to try to move back a little bit more. I got this loaded, and the fact that I didn't put any board in the last space, I think that turned out quite good. Now I can actually put the bucket there. I also found I missed 3 bolts in the middle there. This one's a little tight, but I think it will work. And when it doesn't work anymore, I will make it longer. So now for the real test, how many of you think that the woohoo, this works? Nice. So it says almost 2 kilos. We're going to push in, I think, closer to 4. And I'm taking safety first with these old tires, so I'm going to stay as far away as I can. That means I'm using a visor and ear protection, and I'm going to stand on the side of the excavator. Haven't seen what a tire explosion can do. Google it and check it out, because it's one of the most dangerous things that you can do, standing close to an exploding tire when you're pumping it. And these tires are from I don't know when, so I do not want to have them exploding in my face. Yep. Yeah. I think I ordered these to put in here to tidy up this chain, but yeah, look at that. So I think this is quite complete. Ooh. It should be 4 chains. It should be 4 chains, and it should be 4 of these.